Welcome back again, guys. In this lecture, we're going to be looking at class functions or class functions. And I'll use the terminology or the terms methods or functions interchangeably as well. As we both know, or as we all know, we start by using our PHP tags. So let's do the less than sign followed by an greater than sign. And in between those, let's put two question marks. And in between the two question marks, let's just put PHP. And after PHP, let's tab down or press enter a few times to give it some space. We can implement our PHP code. Again, we start by declaring or defining our class. And the class name I used is person. Tab down or press enter and use your opening and curly braces, and between them space down a few, and we're going to open up our curly braces to write our class code. Let's again start by declaring some class attributes. So we start with the keyword var space first name, as we've done in our previous example. So first name, and I won't initialize them at the moment, or I won't set a value at the moment to make it a lot faster and easier. Last name and age. Okay, so I'll just put a small notation or comment. Declare some class attributes. Okay, I'll space down a few and put class or declare class functions, or let's say methods. And again, we can use methods and functions interchangeably. So I'll just put methods and I'll space down. And in order to declare or define a new function, we start with the keyword function. And this lets PHP know we're going to be declaring and using a new function that we personally define. And this is not a built-in function in PHP. We're declaring it on our own, and we want this function to do what we want it to do. Again, after the keyword name function, let's call it operation 1. So operation 1, or I'll just put an underscore, operation underscore 1 to make it more readable, followed by a pair of these opening and closing braces right here. These are parentheses, and you space down. And again, after that, we use our opening and closing curly braces. And inside there, we can just write our code. I'll just put code goes here. Okay? It's extremely simple and extremely basic. So this is the most basic way to declare a method, a class method. So we again use the keyword to start our declaration of a method, the function keyword, followed by our method name, which I called it operation 1, followed by a pair of parentheses, and we use our opening and closing curly braces where we're going to write the code. What I'll do as well, I'll just copy this piece of code and just call it operation 2. In a nutshell, that's pretty much it for declaring your class methods. And again, what I like to do optionally in good programming practice is give your methods, your class methods, a short description on what it does. So I'll just put this method, let's say this method prints a simple message. Okay, and I'll do the same thing for the operation 2 as well. In our next lecture, I'm going to show you how to include code to actually make these operations or these methods do something, to make them useful. Look what we have now. We're building up our class. We have our class attributes, which is just the class data, and now we have our class methods now to make our class actually do something. Again, guys, we'll see you in our next lecture, and I hope you learned something new today. Okay, guys, see you guys shortly.